He abducts you a second time when you're 14.
Right.
And how did that come to pass?
So a year and a half after I got back, all through that year and a half, I would get notes from kids at school that would say, go to such and such phone booth on the corner of Bonneville and Center Street, sit on the floor, the phone will ring, pick it up at 4 p.m. And on the other end of the line, it would either be Robert Berchtold or the alien voices. Again, female companion, this is the next instruction. You know, this is what you need to do next.
So this keeps up,
This keeps up. This is all the way through. And he appeared in my bedroom and literally opened the window and led me out of the window for the mission to continue, and that was the second abduction.
Did he ever come to you before the night he took you?
Yes, 3 different times he appeared in my bedroom, and I just remember he didn't have his shoes on. He was in socks, but first the box. The box would be the thing that woke me up with some kind of, you know, I was terrified of the box. That was like terrifying. Second in line was the rape and the sexual assault.
Okay, then...
In my own home, in my bedroom, in between the 2 kidnappings.
Okay, so he actually raped you in your bedroom between the 2 kidnappings?
Yes.
He takes you out the window and you're gone again. This time to California.
Yes.
And he enrolls you in a school here.
Yes, in a boarding school.
For 4 months.
Right.
Before they find you.
Exactly. He told the nuns that he was a CIA agent. This was during the Lebanon crisis, that my mother had been killed. And that he told them, he said, you've got to keep her safe because these people, they're looking for me. And if they can find my daughter, I won't be able to resist. If they torture her, I'll have to come forward. So you have to keep her hidden and keep her safe. And then he would go away and just come on the weekends and take me for the mission. And then I'd be back in school.
You're missing, and your family obviously puts out the word.
Oh, yeah.
He's missing, you're missing, so they know he has you.
But he would go back to Salt Lake. That's where he had moved to by this time, and his wife and children she divorced him, and he was living in a motorhome in Salt Lake. He would go back there and then get into a disguise, and they even had people watching him, and he would disappear, and they couldn't figure out where he'd gone. And he'd come to California, and then he'd show up back again at his motorhome.
So he's where he's supposed to be as far as they're concerned,
Right.
but you're missing.
Yes.
He's not convicted at all because of an insanity defense.
Right, that's what happened. He pled mental defect, and he went to a mental hospital for about 6 months.